We are pleased to welcome Mr. Harshul Savla, who is an distinguished real estate developer, an author, legal scholar, and an educator. Harshul leads Suvidha Life Spaces. He has done more than 1 million square feet. He has published India's first PhD thesis on REITs. It's my pleasure to welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
My first question is, what was your journey like after completing your education, and what were the challenges that you faced?
So the funny part is my education has actually just completed last year,
Oh.
where I got awarded a DLit, which is Doctor of Literature, which is the highest academic degree possible. I completed 2 PhDs, one in management, one in law. The PhD in management was on the topic of REITs, and which resulted into the book on REITs, which was India's first PhD thesis on REITs. And in law, I did my PhD on RERA, which was also the first such PhD. Of course, the law itself is new, and I've also published 2 books on RERA. All in all, I've published 24 books, all on real estate. They're all available on Amazon, and they cover different aspects, right from marketing, sales, finance, construction, technology, FSI, affordable housing. In fact, we've even published a dictionary of real estate. So that's first such publication, which has 10,000 plus words. So a common problem of all stakeholders is that there's a lot of confusion of jargons, which they don't understand because there are so many departments.
Yeah.
So we thought we'll publish a dictionary. What we've also done for Mumbai especially is there are 80 plus pin codes of Mumbai, which we've deconstructed. We've tried to analyze the demand and supply. So I'll give you an example. If there's a 2 BHK, so a 2 BHK in say a Dadar location should be of 600 square foot, 700 square foot, 800 square foot, 900 square foot or 1000 square foot. Because 2 BHKs in Mumbai exist right from 500 square foot to 1000 square foot. So what should be the right supply in your pin code is what we've tried to do. So we've mapped RERA data of 2024 and we've analyzed this over 80 pin codes. So that's a very interesting data analytic tool which can be used. In fact, even before purchasing the plot to evaluate, even before you start your design brief, you can do that. Because unlike Lego, once concrete is poured, you cannot alter your real estate. So I think my education journey went hand in hand. I joined the world of real estate in 2012 as EA to Ramesh Nair, who was the CEO of JLL India back then. 2014 is when I joined the family business, and it's been I think a good 12 years that I've been into industry, 14 years in the sector and 12 years as an entrepreneur, as a developer. But parallelly, I kept my education going. I did my law from GLC, I did my MBA from Bajaj, etc., etc. So all that kept happening. Hand in hand, I strongly believe that today is the era of an educated developer. So gone are the days of a developer who would do Jugaad or knew some people and hence could swindle. I think need to be educated or be around educated people to run a development business in today's times.
Correct. That's very insightful, sir. Our second question would be, when was the first building you constructed and what were the challenges that you faced?
Oh wow. So the first project that I took was M19. Immediately after I joined business, my idea was to take up a small boutique project so that it's like a speedboat. We can turn around and not to take up a Titanic, which could take every one of us down because it was the first project. So I wanted it to go through successfully. However, I made a cardinal mistake. I took over a vacant plot.
Oh.
So I'm saying a vacant plot was my cardinal mistake. It was a cardinal mistake because it was actually a stalled project. So a previous developer had broken the building, displaced the tenant. That guy was not performing for 8 to 10 years. And tenants, of course, were not getting rent. The guy had created third-party rights. So I call these stall projects as icebergs. as you go closer, you know the real depth of it.
Correct.
At the outset, you just feel it's a small piece. So I thought it was a vacant plot. Plinth was also done. So, let's just make a building in 2 years. I've spent 2 years trying to resolve the issues.
Oh my god.
I spent another year to undo the plinth because the entire iron was corroded, it was exposed to weather, rain, all of this. So we took a call, we'll redo it. So actually 3 years just went to get everything at ground zero. And then we commenced. Of course, touch wood, after that we completed in the next 3 years. And we built a nice project out of which sold every bit of flat and commercial units, etc. Successfully exited. But I think that was a great learning for me, that things in real estate aren't what they appear to be, and more often than not what seems to be a very good deal is actually turns out to be a real pain. You know where. So that's principally what were the learnings.
Next question is pretty much on those lines. So as you just mentioned that a developer faces a lot of challenges in the approvals. There are a lot of bottlenecks. So what is that one strategy that has really worked for you?
I think the strategy that I forget that I'm educated. The strategy that I believe that what that guy is saying is only the gospel and the right thing, and the strategy to agree with the guy and get going in life, because I've realized there is no point fighting with the pigs, because you will get dirty in the muck, and while the pig will enjoy the dance. So I think pretty early in life I realized that, and that has helped quite a bit because we need to understand our politicians, we need to understand our officers.
Okay.
And if you understand these two parts, then real estate is a fun ride. But if you don't understand these two parts, then it can really be super painful. To a point, I don't even tell them that I write books or I've done my PhD. I think once you enter the temple of approval, which is called BMC, all these things don't matter. What really matters is something else.
Any specific incident that has happened?
No, so I think realistically, people over there are very clear in life that they have 3 years. They have come over there, specific luck or whatever they had to, and they want to make the most of those 3 years. So I think you should not go there, waste your time and waste their days out of 3 years. You might as well get long in the flow and finish it off. So I think and that's pretty much, if you talk about anyone who does ground level work for approvals, that will be the story. Yeah, of course, the corporate boardroom discussions are very separate. You sit on a nice thick Excel. Your discussions with bankers are very different because, of course, those are IMA, IIT guys, suited, booted. So your conversations are way too different. Or probably they know also, but you like to have a positive aura, so you don't have that discussion. Your discussion with customers are very different. You give them a hint of the pain and they will make a mountain out of a molehill. I think the best actors are developers. They are not in Bollywood, they are developers, because with every stakeholder you have to act differently. You have to act with the officers differently, with the politicians differently, with the customer differently, with your vendors differently, with your professionals differently, with your contractor differently, with your bankers differently. I think there are some Dashavatar which a developer really needs to have to function in our ecosystem. Yeah.
Like you were saying before, you all have researched about the pin codes thing recently. So what in Mumbai do you think is the best to invest right now for a developer and in Mumbai?
I think invest in Mumbai. The story of Mumbai is very promising. Let me tell you some numbers. MMR, as it's popularly called, is almost 35% of India's organized real estate by sale. 35%. So that's 1/3. Which is almost more than, if you could say, almost 9 states. So when you put money in Mumbai, you are actually putting money in 9 states effectively. So any micro market, so a micro market would be say a Carpenter Santa Cruz, would be a micro market, is as much valuable as a state of India.
Correct.
And Mumbai has more than 9-10 micro markets. So each micro market is worth a state. Locations won't matter. Earlier it was the location where you had to take a bet on. But the infrastructure leg. So earlier you had the north-south connectivity. Now you have a circular connectivity. So the whole vision of the chief minister, and which is very nice, is that you are in any part of Mumbai, to get to another point you should take 30 minutes. And the infrastructure which is driving up, whatever these 20-30 projects which are coming up, which actually create the pollution, but the buck is sent to the developer. It's actually these projects, but nevertheless, that's a different conversation. But these projects are actually ensuring that Mumbai will see, it's like, you know, the telecom, how fast we move from 2G to 5G. So Mumbai will have its moment where it will swiftly gear up from 2G to 5G. I mean, you go on the coastal road, you will feel you are in Europe. You won't feel you are in any part of India, because that is how beautifully the whole thing is made.
Design, yeah.
And suddenly, because of coastal road, now you have a new Bandra, which is Warsaw. And because Warsaw has taken the space of Bandra, so Bandra has taken the space of Malabar Hill.
Correct.
So which is why you are seeing 1.5 lakh rupee per square foot, and I won't be surprised if 2 lakh rupee per square foot also happens in Bandstand or Carter Road or, you know, Pali Hill or any of these locations. This infrastructure is giving an upgradation even to the price. Don't look for a micro market, just invest in Mumbai. It's up for a steep growth curve. Because we have a very great stability politically, we have a vision which is backing the infrastructure, and this is infrastructure which is worth 30 years, which is coming at one go. So, you know, it'll change the dynamics. The other day I was reading from Nariman Point to Mira Bhayandar will be 30 minutes. 30 minutes, which is otherwise a 2-hour journey.
Yeah.
30 minutes. So that's the power of coastal road, and I think they've realized after the Marine Drive Worli stretch that coastal road has superpowers, and I think that has a power to transform Mumbai, and of course the other connectors which help you connect to the coastal. So I think if I were to give you a tip, invest close to coastal road, you will make money.
Okay.
So that is
please note that.
Don't invest in the heartland where there's no infrastructural connectivity. But if you invest close to the coastal road, and if you can get to coastal road in 5 minutes or maximum 10 minutes from your home, they'll appreciate.
Okay.
Because ultimately, if you're 5 minutes from the coastal road, you are 30 minutes away from any location that you want to get into. That's the math.
We have got the best tip. So, your brother has joined you in the business. What advice would you give the Gen Z? Should they join real estate or some other business? What is the advice that you want to give them?
I think real estate does well when other businesses do well. So I think by default, why just bet on one business? Just come to real estate, because any business that does well comes to real estate. So I think you have to be in real estate. And forget giving advice, I actually take advice from the Gen Z. Although I'm not that old, but I like to believe that, and I trust in the Darwin theory of evolution, that the next breed is even more smart. So I think some of the best advices come to me from my 2-year-old daughter. She has instinct, she has a mind which is so sharp. And if my younger brother studied at Berkeley, California, imagine from 2 AQI to whatever 2200 AQI that we managed to get him to with great difficulty. But of course, I think we all know how Trump 2.0 will turn out. So I think he also doesn't regret that decision, and he's got so well integrated. It's like how fish takes to water. He got his first IOD for our company, and getting an IOD is a certificate in our company that okay, you've run the grind and you know the hoops and loops. So I think I actually take advice from him rather than give him advice, because he's pretty smart in what he does.
So we come to the last section, which is the rapid fire. My first question to you is one good architecture or for the design, a building that you really like, of yours or of anybody else.
I think it'll be the one which I'll make sure.
Okay. Okay. One word for the current real estate market in Mumbai.
One word.
Word.
Hot.
Okay. The last question. One rule or a regulation that you would like to change if you could.
Oh man. So we have a DCPR which is some 200-300 pages, which has all the rules, regulations. We have circulars and notifications, which is another 300 pages. I think let's just simplify this. There are more than 30 ways in which you can do development. 33.7 plus 33.12b, 33.7b plus 33.11, 33.7b plus 33.20b, 1.33 FSI plus 33.11, etc. etc. I think we have 40 schemes which are available. Let's just simplify. You have a plot, there is a road with this much FSI you will get, and you construct. Or even better, go the Hyderabad way. Hyderabad today looks like Dubai. Why? That's the only city of India which has unlimited FSI. You can construct, you follow the building norms, you can construct as much as you want. So there is a national building code available. Follow it. But my real wish list is, forget all of this, we have TCS, which is worth more than GDP of a few countries, which gives the solution to the world. Why can't our BMC have the TCS? Why do I need to go to the sub-engineer, assistant engineer, executive engineer, deputy chief engineer, DP, municipal commissioner, deputy municipal commissioner? Why? Let us use tech. Let us have TCS, scrutiny the entire proposal. Let us have these guys to inspect. Let us have these guys to envisage what Mumbai needs in the next 10 or 20 years. Let us have these guys to implement all of those things. They are spending their valuable time, their intellect, their geniuses on petty things. I think what we really need to do is use tech more efficiently, integrate it, so that if my architect makes a proposal, I like that proposal, it straight away goes to the TCS window. Let the AI and the bot tell me what's the problem.
Correct.
And it'll read up with the rules.
Correct.
OpenAI is available.
Correct. Absolutely.
And whatever rectification has to be done, and let the approval float in. Why are we harnessing into VIP culture? It's like Lal Bagh Cha Raja, two lines. One for the common, one for the VIP. I don't know. So I think as a nation we should embrace tech. Our Prime Minister wants that. Digital India, he keeps talking for last 10 years. Just hit his 75th birthday and the guy might just go if he follows his own policy and principles. I think let's do that. And that will be one big game changer move. I think that nothing stops India. We have the talent, we have the ability, we have the jugaad, we have the jigra. And I think if you have jugaad and jigra, there's nothing else that you need in life.
Absolutely. So this was the end of it. It was super insightful. It was so fun. We got to know about tech. We got some great tips. So this was super insightful, sir. It is my pleasure to do this with you. Thank you so much. Thank you.